Welcome to this amazing video where we uncover the top 2 most valuable Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel coins that have become true legends among collectors. These nickels may look like ordinary change, but their rare minting errors, low mintages, and unique features have made them worth thousands, and sometimes even tens of thousands, of dollars. Let's get started. First up, the 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1964 with the D mint mark. This coin, though commonly found in circulation, carries immense historical significance and charm, representing the end of an era for U.S. nickels and marking an important milestone in numismatic history. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Its design, created by sculptor Felix Schlag, features the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, one of the most influential founding fathers and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. On the obverse of the 1964 Jefferson nickel, we see a left-facing portrait of Jefferson. His facial features are bold and dignified, symbolizing leadership, intellect, and the democratic ideals that helped shape the United States. Even in circulated condition, his profile remains recognizable and powerful. The word liberty appears along the left rim of the coin, followed by the motto, "In God We Trust," which reflects the nation's enduring spiritual and moral foundation. On the right side, we see the year 1964, marking the coin's date of mintage and reminding us of a time filled with both historical events and societal change. The small letter D, located on the reverse side to the right of Monticello, signifies that this coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. The Denver Mint produced millions of these coins in 1964, making it one of the most abundant years for Jefferson nickels, but despite their large mintage, each piece holds a story of its own. Turning to the reverse, we find the beautiful depiction of Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's neoclassical mansion in Virginia. The elegant architecture, complete with its distinctive dome and columns, captures Jefferson's taste for symmetry, balance, and Enlightenment ideals. Above the structure, the word e pluribus unum appears, a Latin phrase meaning out of many, one, which represents unity and the coming together of diverse people to form one nation. Below, the building's name, Monticello, is proudly displayed, connecting the coin directly to Jefferson's life and legacy. Further down, you'll find the denomination 5 cents, along with the phrase United States of America. This simple yet powerful design has remained largely unchanged for decades, a testament to its timeless appeal and historical depth. The 1964 Jefferson nickel was struck in a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a distinct silvery tone that has held up well over time. In circulated condition, this coin often shows areas of wear, dulling, or slight discoloration, natural signs of a coin that has traveled through decades of use. This particular year, 1964, was a pivotal one in U.S. coin history. It was the last year before the U.S. Mint removed mint marks from coins temporarily due to a nationwide coin shortage. As a result, the 1964 D nickel marks the end of an important chapter before significant minting changes occurred in subsequent years. During its circulation, this nickel would have witnessed countless everyday transactions, from small purchases at local diners to being exchanged in vending machines and pocket change across America. Each mark and scratch on the coin's surface tells part of that journey. If you examine the obverse under good light, you may notice where along Jefferson's cheekbone and hair details, as well as flattening around the lettering, all typical for coins that have seen years of handling. Yet these imperfections give it character and authenticity. The reverse, featuring Monticello, may show light wear on the dome and steps, sometimes blending the finer architectural details. Still, even in circulated condition, the design remains elegant and easily identifiable. Collectors often appreciate circulated examples like the 1964 D Jefferson nickel for their accessibility and connection to everyday life. While uncirculated or proof versions command higher value, circulated coins like this hold sentimental worth as relics of mid-20th century America. The Denver Mint produced over 1.7 billion Jefferson nickels in 1964, a record-breaking number that reflected the heavy demand for coins at the time. Despite the high mintage, finding a well-preserved circulated coin today still offers a sense of discovery and nostalgia. This coin also stands as a symbol of stability during an era of great change. The 1960s saw shifts in culture, politics, and technology, but through it all, coins like the Jefferson nickel remained constant in people's daily lives, small metallic witnesses to a transformative decade. What makes this coin even more intriguing is that its design stayed virtually unchanged from 1938 to 2003, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage history. That consistency honors both Jefferson's legacy and the artistry of Felix Schlag. The metal composition of copper and nickel gives the coin resilience. Even after more than 60 years, many circulated 1964D nickels still retain legible details and a soft silvery gray shine, a testament to the durability of its materials. For collectors beginning their journey into numismatics, the 1964D nickel is often one of the first coins added to their albums. It's easy to find, affordable, and rich with history, an excellent entry point into understanding U.S. mint production and coin design. When we talk about circulated condition, we refer to coins that have been used in transactions and handled frequently. These coins may have surface wear, loss of luster, or minor nicks, but they also carry a sense of authenticity that untouched coins lack. The 1964 Jefferson nickel connects us directly to Thomas Jefferson's ideals of knowledge, freedom, and progress. Every time you hold one, you're touching a piece of history that represents America's ongoing journey toward those very principles. Its simple yet distinguished design reflects Jefferson's architectural genius and his vision for a balanced and enlightened society. The symmetry of Monticello on the reverse mirrors Jefferson's own belief in harmony and rational design. Many collectors love how the coin's patina develops over time. The circulated examples often gain a soft gray tone that enhances its visual depth, adding a subtle charm that uncirculated pieces sometimes lack. While the 1964D nickel is not considered rare, finding one in truly fine detail is increasingly difficult as years go by. Most examples have seen decades of wear, making higher-quality circulated pieces a bit more special to hold on to. It's fascinating to think that millions of these coins are still out there in change jars, drawers, or forgotten pockets, tangible reminders of a time when nickels had significant purchasing power and everyday life moved at a slower pace. Each of these coins has traveled far, from cash registers to piggy banks, from the hands of children to the pockets of working adults. The 1964D nickel is more than just currency, it's a storyteller in metal form. As we look back at this humble yet iconic coin, it serves as a reminder of America's resilience, craftsmanship, and enduring legacy. Next up, the 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1959, a classic coin that carries the legacy of one of America's most beloved designs. This particular coin, without a mint mark, was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and despite its circulated condition, it still shines with historical significance and mid-20th century charm. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the famous Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Schlag's design has become one of the most enduring in U.S. coinage history. On the obverse of the 1959 Jefferson nickel, we see Jefferson's left-facing portrait. His expression is calm and dignified, capturing the wisdom and leadership of a man who played a foundational role in shaping the American nation. Even in circulated condition, Jefferson's image remains instantly recognizable. To the left of the portrait, the motto "In God We Trust" is clearly visible, reminding us of the nation's faith and enduring values. The word "Liberty" appears along the right side, followed by the date 1959, marking the coin's minting year, a time of optimism and post-war growth in America. The absence of a mint mark means this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use mint marks on nickels during that period. This makes it easily distinguishable from coins struck at Denver or San Francisco. Flipping the coin over, we see the reverse design, showcasing Jefferson's magnificent home, Monticello. The neoclassical architecture, with its dome and columns, represents Jefferson's refined taste and intellectual brilliance. This image has graced the reverse of the nickel for decades, a timeless tribute to Jefferson's vision and legacy. Above Monticello, the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum" appears, meaning "out of many, one." This phrase speaks to America's unity, the coming together of people from diverse backgrounds to form one nation. Below the building, the word Monticello is engraved, followed by the denomination 5 cents and the country's name, United States of America. Even after years of circulation, these details often remain legible, showing the strength and precision of the U.S. Mint's craftsmanship. The 1959 Jefferson nickel was made from a metal composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silvery tone that has aged gracefully over time. In circulated condition, the coin typically displays light wear, soft edges, and a duller surface, the signs of a coin that has seen years of use in everyday transactions. The year 1959 sits near the end of the original Jefferson nickel era before design modifications began in later decades. This coin represents the stability and continuity of American coinage through the mid-20th century. During this time, the nickel played an essential role in daily commerce. From buying candy at corner stores to feeding jukeboxes and parking meters, the 1959 Jefferson nickel was part of the rhythm of everyday American life. Examining the obverse closely, you may notice where along Jefferson's hair, cheek, and jawline, common high points that flatten with time. Despite the wear, the overall design remains strong, with most inscriptions still visible. The reverse often shows the most wear on the dome and steps of Monticello, areas that naturally experience the most friction in circulation. However, many circulated examples still retain beautiful detail, making them attractive to collectors who appreciate history over perfection. In terms of mintage, over 27 million of the 1959 nickels were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While that makes them relatively common, coins in well-preserved circulated condition still have nostalgic appeal and modest collectible value. This coin's simplicity and symmetry are part of what makes the Jefferson nickel design so enduring. Felix Schlag's original artistry captured Jefferson's intelligence and architectural vision in a clean, elegant composition that has stood the test of time. When you hold a 1959 nickel, you're not just holding currency, you're holding a small piece of history. This coin witnessed the dawn of the space race, the rise of rock and roll, and a changing America entering a new era of innovation and culture. The circulated condition of the coin adds a layer of character and authenticity. Each scratch or worn edge tells a story, perhaps of countless hands exchanging goods, or a child saving nickels in a jar decades ago. Collectors often seek out coins like this not just for their monetary value but for their connection to America's past. A 1959 Jefferson nickel is an affordable and meaningful addition to any collection, especially for those who appreciate mid-century coins. Though not rare, this nickel carries sentimental value for those who grew up in the 1950s and 1960s, as it was a familiar sight in pocket change. Finding one today brings a touch of nostalgia and a reminder of simpler times. The coin's copper-nickel alloy has proven remarkably durable, which is why so many examples from this era still exist today. Even after decades of circulation, many still display Jefferson's likeness and Monticello's outline clearly. The absence of a mint mark gives the coin a clean, balanced look. For collectors, identifying coins without a mint mark helps trace their origin back to the historic Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most significant mints in the world. This coin also reflects America's craftsmanship in coin production, precise, functional, and beautiful in its simplicity. The Jefferson nickel's design perfectly balances form and function, embodying the nation's ideals of progress and refinement. The 1959 nickel connects us directly to Jefferson's legacy, his pursuit of knowledge, his architectural achievements, and his belief in liberty and democracy. These ideals are etched into every curve and inscription of the coin. As you study the coin, the circulated patina gives it a soft grayish hue, often with darker tones in the recessed areas. This natural aging adds visual depth and a sense of authenticity that many collectors love. Holding a 1959 Jefferson nickel is like touching a tangible piece of American history. It's a coin that bridges the past and present, reminding us of how far the nation has come while celebrating the timeless beauty of its coinage. In circulated condition, it serves as a humble yet meaningful artifact of everyday American life, a coin that has passed through countless hands, seen many decades, and still carries the story of its time. The 1959 Jefferson nickel remains a favorite among both beginner and seasoned collectors because it represents an era of classic design, strong production quality, and historical continuity. It's a coin that has stood the test of time. So next time you come across a 1959 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, take a moment to appreciate it. Beneath its worn surface lies more than just metal. It holds a story of the American spirit, craftsmanship, and the enduring legacy of Thomas Jefferson himself.